Just going to look at the dedicated keyword research tool called Longtail Platinum, and I'm going to use it here to just show you quickly how you can not only generate a huge list of keywords around your particular niche, your particular website, but also show you how to look at the competition for these different keywords so you can understand whether it's worth building a website in the first place if you're at the very beginning, or if you have a website, it helps identify which keywords you can write content around, and you've got a much easier chance of ranking highly in Google and attracting visitors. So anyway, we'll get on with this now, and I'm going to create a new project. And what you can do is, if you want to search different keyword ideas, you can create lots of different projects to keep things organized neatly. But here we're just going to do one, and I'm going to call it Gas Barbecues, because that's my product, my website that I'm going to look for keywords for. So gas barbecues. So I'm going to select the country I want to search for. So mine's only the UK. So I'm going to select the UK here, but if you were targeting a different country, you could select it here. But I'm going to select UK for the UK audience. Language English. I'm going to say only use the Google search network. The other option is Google and search partners, but I don't want that. I just want Google. I'm going to leave these adult ideas off, although it doesn't make a difference because probably not related to this term here. But anyway, create my project. Okay, so now we're in the part where we can actually type in our keywords. So we need to put in a seed keyword, which is the initial keyword that we'll use to generate lots of other keyword ideas from. So I want gas barbecues as mine, or gas barbecue as a singular. There is a way here to add your own keywords, and I'll go into that later. And I could, so if I add this, I could add several seed keywords here, so maybe different variations of the word barbecue or other things around it I could look into, but for now I'm just going to leave it as the one gas barbecue. I'm not going to put my own keywords in just yet. Under the customized data and pre-filter section, we've got suggested bid, local search volume, advertiser competition. We can put values in here just to limit our searches, but for now I'm just going to uncheck these because I'm just going to generate a full list of results, and then we can filter it afterwards. So again, the number of words, we could filter it here, so just show keyword phrases that are a certain length, but we will filter this later. And again, all of these options here we can look at later. So I'm just going to go ahead and click generate keywords, and what it needs to do is it needs to access our Google keyword planner. So I'm going to have to log into my Google account to allow it to do this and bring back the keywords. So I'm just going to log in now. So there we go. Now it's pulling in all of the data from Google Keyword Planner and also organizing it in the Longtail Platinum dashboard. So it takes a little bit of time to pull in all the keywords, but you'll see it's pulled in 800 keywords, 801 keywords. And what I want to show here is, if you look at these lists, I don't want to show Amazon keyword competitiveness. What I do want to show is number of words and also number of local searches. And you'll see now we have these two columns, so the number of local searches for these different keywords, also the number of words in these. So this one's got 2, this one's got 1, as it's shown here. But what's useful is it's quite often easier to write content and rank content in Google with longer keyword phrases, because if you can write an article, a useful bit of information on your website that's precisely related to an exact term people are typing in, then you've got more chance of ranking in Google. So the longer phrase, the less likely there are other websites targeting these specific keywords. So I'm just going to say here, show me keywords only if they have at least 4 words in them. So I'm going to put 4 in there. You can see straight away it's filtering by 4. But this is just a random order. So I'm going to, if I click on the number of words title here, it's ordered it lowest to highest, with 4 being the lowest. If I click again, now it's going highest to lowest. So now it's showing us the highest number of words in the phrase. So here we've got 7 and 6 and 5 for all of these different keyword phrases. So straight away you can see that if we can write articles around these longer phrases, we've probably got more of a chance of ranking. And these are the rough number of local searches for people looking for these terms. But what makes Longtail Platinum stand out is the way to quickly analyze the different keyword phrases. So for example, we'll choose this one here, where to buy gas for barbecue. Gets 170 monthly searches in the UK. It's quite a long phrase. So what I can do is I can click on this keyword here, and it opens up this list, and it's going to show me all the websites on page 1 of Google ranking for this particular keyword. And it's also going to give me these metrics here of how competitive these keywords are. So we have this keyword competitive value, which is Longtail Platinum's unique verifier of how competitive a particular keyword is, or in other words, how easy it is for you to rank. And this number is from 0 to 100, and if you have anything below 30, it generally means you've got quite a good chance of ranking for this particular keyword. So less is better. So you see here, we've actually only got one over 30, and the rest are in the 20s or in the teens. We even have some here that says 0. So that basically means there's a very weak competition for this particular keyword. And you see up here, it tells us the average, which is 23, which is the same as this one, 22.7. Then basically this one value here, if you're only going to look at one figure to judge the competitiveness of a keyword, then this is the one you should look at. But basically this metric here takes into account all of these other metrics that are shown here that I'll cover in a minute, plus it looks at the on-site SEO aspects of each of these web pages. So for example, the keyword here is where to buy gas for barbecue. So if this exact keyword phrase was in the title and the URL, then it would suggest that these websites are targeting this exact phrase. But as we can see, it's very weak. This is where to buy barbecue propane, gas, barbecue, where to buy, gas, barbecue, barbecue. So they're not really targeting this exact phrase. So actually it looks like the on-site SEO for this keyword phrase is pretty weak. And this is represented in this score here. These are all weak. We have other metrics, such as page authority, which is a value that a company called Moz generates based off lots of other aspects, such as backlinks and other things like that. So this is a value that a lot of people look at when they're looking at how competitive a keyword phrase is. The number of links to a particular page. This includes both valuable and non-valuable links. It's just the total links. The juice links is a more important metric. It's actually, what it means is links that are actually providing some value, some weight in Google. So Google actually looks at these and thinks these could potentially be important and help rank a website. So you can see there are significantly less juice links, and in fact a lot of these pages on page 1 of Google for this phrase have 0 links. We've got domain authority, which is less important because it's the overall authority of the website rather than the specific page, but it does play some importance. Then we have a Moz rank, which is another ranking factor by Moz that you can read more about, that people look at for how authoritative a website or web page is. You have page rank, but as you'll see, all values are 0 because as of April 2016, page rank is no longer available for the public to see. So really this should be removed from Longtail Platinum because we can't see it anymore. Then we have site age, and this is another, maybe not hugely important, but still carries some weight in how well Google ranks websites in their search results. But as I said, if you're going to look at one metric, you want to look at this keyword competitiveness if you're going to judge whether you can rank for a particular website. And as we can see, this phrase here, where to buy gas for barbecue, it gets a decent number of searches. It's a long tail keyword, so got a good chance of rank for it anyway. And from this data here, looks like it's a good one to target if you had a website about barbecues. And if you want to, you can click on the actual links to visit the website to further analyze how well this web page fits this particular question. So if I click here, it's going to open up this website that was first in Google. and it just takes us to a page, a category page on Homebase's website. And as you can see, it's not targeting the keyword where to buy gas for barbecue at all. So if we click on the second link, see if this is, again, it's just taking us to a general page on this website that isn't targeting that specific question. So if we wrote a really good, useful article specifically looking at this particular keyword, we'd have a good chance of ranking. So there you go. So that's what it does. That's how powerful the Longtail Platinum is. You can go down, you can identify keywords, and you can see which ones to write content around. So let's have a look at this other one, for example, natural gas grills for sale. And I can click here to give me a quick average keyword competitive value. So it goes ahead, analyzes all the websites on page 1 on Google, looks at all the different metrics, and it just gives me a one value average score. So an average to rank on page 1 on Google, value of 35, which is a little bit higher than we want, but it's still not too high. And it's worth clicking on this link and looking at analysing all of the results on page 1. And we do have some high ones, 44, 39, 41, 40, so they are high, but there are some low ones. But you can see natural gas grills for sale. So natural gas grill, that's eBay. So maybe we could rank above that. Natural gas grills. So you see a lot more of these have the actual phrase in the title of the website, so it'll be harder to rank. Although quite a lot of these are general department stores like Sears.com, Home Depot. So these are American, and eBay. So actually these aren't really specific websites or web pages about this phrase, although when people type this phrase in, they may be looking to buy, so it'd be quite hard maybe to rank above these. And we can look at some of the other metrics. So some of these are very powerful domains. So these have a domain authority of 95 out of 100. So you see these are well established websites with decent page authority and reasonably high keyword competitiveness. So this probably isn't a phrase that would particularly be easy to rank for, although if you wrote a good article, a useful article around it, you may show up for related keywords. So without ruling out completely, and maybe less likely to spend time on this article, or a lot of time anyway. So if I click again, it just shuts it. So what you can do is you can either analyze each of them individually, or you can just click on calculate here, and it quickly calculates a general competitive value for these phrases. So this top one is 35, this next one is 22. So where can I buy gas for barbecue? And this next one, built-in barbecue grills for sale. $26, which is reasonably low. So again, I'll probably look at this, and we can see a lot of these are well below 30. So again, just some quick analysis, I probably could rank some content or create some content around this particular keyword and rank it and bring in some traffic if I spend a bit of time. So yeah, it's a really quick overview of how Keyword Platinum can be used to generate a list of keywords for you to potentially create content around, and also have a quick analysis of how competitive it is. So it means you can spend time creating content around less competitive keywords rather than spending more time on higher ones that are harder to rank for. Another feature of Longtail Platinum is this rank checker. So if you click on this yellow box here, it opens up this rank checker box, and you can basically see for your website how well you are ranking for a particular keyword phrase. So for example, if I type in www.barbecuesuk.com, which is a website I've set up, and I want to see how do I rank for the term best gas barbecue reviews. Best gas barbecue reviews. So I'll add that, and then I'll just say check ranks. So now it's put that in here. So for this website, for this search term, it's seeing how well I rank. So it's saying at the moment I rank number 6 in Google for this phrase, which is great. Number 53 in Bing. So what you can do is, if you write content around these different keyword phrases, you can start to look up how well you rank for these different terms over time, just to give you an idea of how well you're doing and if you need to spend more effort on your website to rank higher. It's another great feature. So finally, I want to show you one feature that is also great for generating lots of keywords ideas. So if you have a website, you want to create more and more content around keywords that people are searching for to drive more and more targeted traffic. So what you can do is you can add your own keywords to your searches. So if I say find keywords, there's this section here for add my own. So I can add a list of keywords here. And a good thing to do is, if I open up Google, I'll shut these pages. So if I start typing into Google gas barbecue, you'll see it's suggesting other phrases. So these are actually good keyword ideas to look for. So if I put the letter A, it gives me a whole lot of suggested words that people normally search for with A. If I change this for B, again I get more, and then C, more. So basically I could go ahead and I could input each one of these different phrases into Longtail Platinum, and it would give me the keyword competition analysis for these phrases. And that would take a long time though. And a useful tool to use is called, so it's ubersuggest.io, and basically you just type in your keyword here. So I'll type in gas barbecue like this, and I'll hit suggest. And what it does, it goes ahead and it brings in all of that Google Suggest data that we just looked at. And actually that was doing it for English United States. So actually I want to change this to English UK, and I'll do another analysis. Now we have it. So gas barbecue, and then all different A's, then B's, and C's. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to check this. So it just highlights everything. I'm going to click view as text. Just pull in all those different words into this text box. I'm just going to put Control A to do them all and Control C to copy. I'll go back to my Longtail Platinum into this keyword area, and I'm going to push Control V, paste them all into there. Then I'm going to hit generate keywords. Now it's going to go away and look at all of these keywords that I've added in there manually. It's going to bring back all of this analysis data for it. So again, it just gives me a whole load of extra keywords that I can look at and see how competitive they are, see how good they are for me, and then write content around them if I choose to do so. It's come back saying it can't do the analysis on words with this pound sign in it and containing any of the letters, and that's fine. I'll just click OK. And there we have it. It's analysed my own keywords. So if I click on that, analysed 296 of them. And it's only showing word phrases 4 or longer. That's why it's only 161. So if I delete that, it's going to show all 296, but I don't want that. I'll put in 4 here and say only show me phrases 4 and longer. And it's currently ranking by number of searches. So best gas barbecue 2015 or gas barbecue with lava rocks. So I'm going to have a look at that. That's quite a good phrase. So if I click on it and just get a quick look at the page 1 of Google results, and actually it looks very, actually the competitiveness is pretty low. This top one, it's got a rank of 10. The second one 17. So again with Homebase and Amazon, and this is actually a very good phrase to look around. So for my website barbecuesuk.com, I should probably create an article about this and I should have a good chance of ranking. See, the average competitiveness is just 25, which is great. So you see straight away using this Google Suggest with Longtail Platinum to do my own keyword search has revealed even more keywords that I can potentially target. So here, natural gas barbecue with quick connect. That's quite a long phrase, quite a specific phrase. So if if I click on that and analyze the keyword competitiveness, again you'll see they're a bit higher, but there are some pretty low ones in here. We've got 7, 12, 12. So maybe I could get in there, although there are higher authority websites in there. So I might leave that one for now. But I'm just going to click a number of words twice to rank it by a longer list of keywords. And you see we've got some long ones here. 10. We've got 10 phrases here. Gas barbecue, two burner grill with side burner. That's a really long phrase. So the competitiveness for this exact phrase will probably be quite low. And we'll see it's 27, so it's not as low as it could have been, but there are some very low ones here. So it's got 1, competitiveness 6. So we've probably got a chance. We've got a couple in the 20s here, 1 in the 20s up here. So we could have a chance of ranking for this, and it's probably quite similar for the 3 burner one that was below. I'll have a quick look at that. Again, it's a little bit more, 34, but there are again some very low ones. We've got a 2 there, we've got a 20 and a 29 there. So again, this could be one to rank for, but you can see how quickly we've got a lot of keyword ideas, which I can look at in a lot more detail to create a list of articles that I can create content for on my website. And it shows you the power of Long-Tail Platinum. And if you had to manually find these keyword phrases and analyze them for competition, it would take a really long time and you wouldn't be able to do it with so much detail. So I highly recommend this as a keyword research tool if you are serious about creating a niche website and also understanding what your customers or potential customers or people in Google are searching for and what you can create content around to rank and drive traffic to your site.